Peace, love, and light, man. I just wanted to share real quick. 2020, 2020 vision is, clarity where you can see clearly what's going on. This year is going to be the year of clarity. You're going to see everything for what it is. You're going to see everyone for who they are. Um, I was listening to a YouTube video recently, and this lady was referring to the things that we've seen unveiling, or she said the veil was falling from this matrix. And what triggered in my mind was the when Morpheus was talking to Neo, and he was saying to him that the matrix is all around you. You feel it when you go to church, when you go to the store, you go to the bank, when you pay your taxes and all that stuff. Um, and to me, it's a frequency, which I've been talking about for a long time. There's different frequencies around, especially going into years beyond now. We're going to be bombarded with more frequencies. You already have, AM, FM frequencies out there. You have Wi-Fi frequency out there. Um, you have unseen frequencies as far as like the cosmic frequencies that we receive from outer space. You know, UV rays hits us every day. Especially when the sun is out. And now they're introducing this 5G stuff, which is another can of worms. But going back to the Matrix thing, um, he held up a battery, right? So realistically, everybody is being used in some way, form, or fashion for their energy, right? Um, in a battery, right, there is a positive end and a negative end, right? Um, my views for 2020 is for you to realize that you are a battery and you are being used for your energy, right? But find the balance within yourself by turning it that aspect of your life, or you being the battery, and finding a balance with the positive and negative ends of yourself, you being the battery. um, it will help you and allow you to see this world for what it really is. You can kind of see how a lot of things don't make sense. um, we're in the year 2020 when artificial intelligence and technology is progressing so fast. But at the same time, I know this is going to sound crazy, but there is nothing new under the sun, right? Um, you can reverse engineer things, and then you can improve upon it, by utilizing modern ideas and things of that nature, and incorporating that into any technology that you're trying to produce, and then at some point introduce to the world, right? Like we see the electric car. Everybody thinks it's brand new, but realistically, that technology's been out for a long time. It was just suppressed because the oil and gas industry was going to lose money if at any point electric cars would be mass produced. Um, and we don't have to go into we don't have to go into the depths of how the integrity of businesses, often leads to corruption. Um, we see examples of it every day. I was just looking at the news, and I seen a corporation. Um, I believe it was Wells Fargo. A financial institution, right? So they have to repay or settle, or I guess they settled for like I want to say it was $3 billion. I don't lie to you. I'm a big guy about facts. If you want to know the details behind that story, all you simply do is just look it up, research it, just like anything else. But that's it for 2020, man. Um, I just realized a lot of people are gonna see things for what they are, realize things are not always as they seem. Um, Religion is gonna get a big shakeup. The world of finances is gonna get a big shakeup. Um, a lot of the old orthodox mentality as far as thinking is gonna shake up big time, and the world as we know it is gonna start to is gonna change drastically, and it's gonna be hard. You're gonna hear about people committing suicide when they hear about the truth about religion. You're gonna hear about people committing suicide because their finances it's gone. When people that were once millionaires are no longer millionaires or billionaires, whatever the case may be, because you cannot be so trapped into this physical dimension. Um, you do have a spirit, you do have a soul, um, and there's a lot of imbalance in the world, and the I would say the vibratory rate of the planet, as far as like how um, the people that are running this planet is doing things, because they want to keep people um, ignorant, one, and constantly in fear. That is how they've been operating this long at this rate. But what it is that people are waking up, and they're not going to accept the old norms anymore. Um, Racism is a real thing. There's a lot of ignorance that stems from racism, and it's sad because people for a long time felt obligated to look down on others based on what type of from a place of privilege, and not knowing the true history of the planet, and that is going to be very hard for a lot of people to accept. Right? Quick example. Um, we all talk about culture, right? Um, and who influenced who, and who have contributed to society throughout history, right? Um, there's castles in parts of Africa that predate any castles that was made or built in Europe. Um, Instruments, music. Uh, it's gonna be a tough pill for a lot of people to swallow when the truth um, bombards them, because we're now in the age of information. So ignorance at this point is a choice. If you are um, if you have prejudices, or if you're prejudiced toward a group of people um, because of your ignorance, that is a choice, and that choice is gonna be I don't want to say karma, but the choice of being ignorant now is gonna be what you deal with going forward. Um, it will cause some of you guys to be angry. Some people are going to be violent. We already see what's going on throughout the world. Um, it's going to shake up a lot of people, man. And I hope people can find a balance within that. Peace.